Hey guys, welcome to another box opening on Newsmakers Studio. I'm Jacob, and today I'm opening a GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. This is a graphics card made by EVGA. It's a Nvidia graphics card. It's a 1050 Ti, which is a very budget-orientated card. For reference, at the time of purchasing this, this was under $200, easily. So the reason we bought this card is because we've been doing a lot of streaming recently on our other channels, and we were worried that there's the potential that the computer that we're using as our primary output device might at times be bottlenecked by integrated graphics. Since it's not that much of a worry, we didn't need to slap in a 1080 or a Titan X or anything like that, but we wanted to have something there for it to use in case it needs it. Additionally, the PC is a pre-built. It's a Gateway, which is owned by Acer, and we didn't really want to deal with the fact that it has an OEM power supply that's generic and might be spooky, so we wanted something really low profile. We chose the GTX 1050 Ti because it has some really unique features while not sacrificing that much performance-wise. This thing has 768 CUDA cores, which is considerably more than the 1050, which only has 640. And the other primary difference is this has 4 gigs of VRAM instead of 2. So let's just get into the box opening. Ripping the cellophane off. And the box is quite nice, though. EVGA boxes are always quite hard to get into the first time you open them. This feels kind of different to what I'm used to with their products. Actually, that's very different, but we'll get into that in a minute. So typically, I've opened plenty of EVGA graphics cards before, but all of them have been more high-end cards, you know, going from a 980 Ti down to like a 960 at the lowest. And all of them have been in full big plastic boxes and really sturdily packaged. This is just in bubble wrap. That's quite strange. Let's go through the actual card first, then the materials around it. Removing it from its anti-static bag. So thing number one that I noticed off the bat, which is one of the reasons we went with this card, is how small and compact it is. Most graphics cards go way out to here maybe. This card, there's no chance this won't fit into one of our PCs. And that's really nice not to have to worry about that. Also, if I look at the top, the other big selling point for this is there's no power cables here. No spot to put your power cords. And that's because it's low profile enough that it draws all of its power from the PCI slot, which is wonderful. We just get to bypass the power supply and just go through the motherboard. That's great. So as for the style of it, it's only got a single blower fan at the top. It's an okay fan. I like EVGA's fan designs. Having 2 would be nice, but this thing's not going to get that hot anyways. So I'm okay with only having 1. I'm going to pull off the protective coating. The design's actually nicer than I thought it would be. You know, being a budget card, I'd expect it to be very plain, but no, there's a lot of intricacy in the design. Lots of grooves and really actually passing my expectations. And the PCB on the back is in a nice black, so it matches the rest of the card's design. On the card for inputs, we have 1 display port, 1 HDMI port, and 1 DVI port. That's the card itself. And of course we have the manual, quite substantial manual. I've bought graphics cards from other manufacturers that include just, you know, a piece of toilet paper telling you about their product. But no, this is a really solid manual, something I love to give EVGA credit for. We get a EVGA pin, which has flames on it because, oh, you're going to overclock this thing. It's going to be crazy. You're not going to really overclock this thing. You don't need to. It's going to be crazy overclocked, and it's going to start your computer on fire. Then we've got something that no one in 2017 ever uses. Drivers on a disc. Whoa. They've still got their use sometimes, but not that exciting. Then this is kind of interesting. The Quickstart guide for it actually says GeForce GTX 10/900 series. So rather than printing a new one just for the 10 series, since it's so similar to the 9 series, they just printed one with both. Let's see if there's anything else in the box. I don't believe so. Oh, wow, that's it. Also notice doesn't come with any adapters or anything like that. Typically with, especially EVGA cards, you tend to get a lot of power adapters, obviously not needed for this, or display adapters, so you can get, say, VGA out of your card. It looks like EVGA might have abandoned that practice, which is probably a good thing. It's 2017. Why are you using EVGA? Or why are you using VGA on your cards? Oh, that's the entire thing. That's the 1050 Ti. I think it's a really stellar card. I'm looking forward to using it. This is not overclocked really at all. There are other models that EVGA and other companies do that are super overclocked, or you can get the FTW edition. Why? I really don't get it. Sure, some of them are binned and you could have a better overclocker, but it's a 1050 Ti. What kind of crazy overclocking are you going to be doing? Maybe a small overclock on the device, but you're not going to be getting this thing up to, 2,000, 2,500 megahertz. And the only other thing I want to point out is at the same time as we're upgrading this and that computer, we're also throwing in some extra RAM. And we're going to upgrade it to 16 gigs of HyperX Fury in a lovely black. Obviously, I'm not doing a box opening for this because that would be a very quick box opening. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about the 1050 Ti, feel free to leave them in the comments. And we'll have an Amazon link to where you can purchase these products. And thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more box openings in the future. And thanks for watching. Bye.